Hello, good evening to all of us over here. It's a very impromptu live TGIF that I'm having right now. And I thought maybe I should do something more casual tonight. So we are going to celebrate. It's a September. It's a month of celebration. It is also, a month where we are stepping into uh, autumn, and autumn is the seasons of harvesting. And if you actually read our Body Mind magazine volume 32 and 33, it actually comes with the energy of weather and seasons, how the energy of the seasons impact and affect us, and how we can fully utilize the seasons and the and to plan our things, to plan our lives. So how is everyone going and doing? I don't have what do you call that, the banner over here, but just let me, it's a month of celebration. So how is everyone doing? And you know what, it's happening soon that tomorrow is our mid-autumn season, and we are going to have celebrations. And for those who are talking about eating moon cakes and things like that, and everyone, even in the radio, everyone is talking about being healthy and having conscious when we are to consume our moon cake, so that we don't overly eat and store too much of calories in our body. But you know what, as long as you're spending good time with your family, just be more mindful, that's for sure. It doesn't stop us to have fun, right? So September is really a month of celebration, and definitely for me is a huge lot of celebration for our holding company, the Golden Space. You can see the logo up here, yes. And we are going to celebrate our 13th anniversary, the Golden Space, right? And it's happening on the 24th September. September is really filled with so many different activities for myself and also our entire team. Body Mind Soul is also running our workshop that is happening on the 17th September, 4 to 6 p.m. And it's about the consciousness of wisdom for Body Mind Soul community. And I'm going to publish over here the what do you call that, so that you can book your seats right away. And you know what? It's just going to be a very impromptu kind of thing that I'm just waiting for people to hop in and join me without makeup for the very first time. So, yeah, so let's see. And if there's no one, it's fine. I'm just going to have fun with myself and myself. So, I'm going to just share with everyone, the celebrations that I have. So, we have just finished our our signature program, Awaken the Divine You. It's a 7 days program. And how I embark on my own spiritual journey, I have to thank a lot to Awaken the Divine You program, that 7 days. And that is where, I still remember very specifically on the 6th day, one of the session, that is where I gotten a little bit, starting a little bit of my clarity of what I really and truly wish to do. And it's so beautiful to see more and more participants graduated, or I would say so-called like the alumni of Awaken. And it touched my heart. It really touches my heart a lot when one of my friends shared with me what he realized and what the change that he has experienced in that 7 days. In the past, every time when I share with anyone, I feel very shy to talk about it. People will think that maybe I am trying to sell them something, which I'm not. And I realized one thing, because yesterday we had our alumni session, Awaken the Divine You alumni session, and I managed to catch up with lots of different people that I've never seen them for such a long time. It has been 2.5 years, and all of them are alumni of Awaken the Divine You. And it's just filled with so much love, so much joy. And it's really something, a milestone for me personally, to celebrate the fact that after 7 years, 2017, I started that 7 days, and not knowing what kind of impact it will be given to me. Here I am, being the managing director of Body Mind Soul magazines, still running the live talk, and when everyone is questioning, there's no viewers, why are you still running it? For me, I feel it's a way that I express myself, and I'm really having fun over here. I start to reconnect back to the joy and celebration, and knowing that 7 days have changed so much of me. That 7 days, one of the day, especially like I mentioned, the sixth day, I got my calling, and I would say I got a little bit of my clarity of what I want to do. And because at that period of time I was really lost and I'm not sure what should I do with my life, and here I am, continuing doing events and doing, I would say, consciousness event or wellness event that will impact others' life. And this is one of our motto, Body Mind Soul motto: impact life positively. And I can't wait to share more details with everyone of our Paradigm Mall, that our collaborations with Paradigm Mall, happening on the 28th September, once again, to the 5th October. It is a wellness event that we call Glowing Wellness. So share with me what else you would like to celebrate. And tomorrow is Mid-Autumn Festival, where, usually for the Chinese culture, that is where we will sit down together, have dinner, and we admire the moon. Now, when I was young, I don't understand why should we admire the moonbeam, the moonlight. And just so happened recently, I've been listening to, Sound of Music, the Sound of Music, and one of the song, and it's in the opening. If anyone who is Sound of Music, the Sound of Music super awesome fans, this is the song that is after the opening overture, where it talks and sings about Maria. Right, one of the sentence, after so many years of listening to it, one of the sentence really caught my attention, which is, how can you hold a moonbeam in your hand? I was like, wow, what a way to put it. And if those of you who are watching, do type out on the comment, and let me know where are you from and who you are, so that I know where you're from. So I don't understand, why should we do this? And and it was only recently I read, "Hi Po Huan, nice to see you, reconnect, admire the moon." Yes, it was only recent. I just read something on Facebook as well. So it was said that, when we admire the moon, it is not just a reconnection that we are talking about. It is that celebration of harvest. It is a celebration also, that things that you are so putting up all your hard work, your effort in the beginning of the year, it is time to kind of slow down and start harvesting and receive the abundance that's about to come your way. It is also the time where you reconnect the moon, where moon gives you that softness, that gentleness. When you admire the moon, how do you feel? It is a lot of grace, a lot of graceful, a lot of, moonbeam in your hand, that kind of feeling. That's why we always say romantic when you, a candlelight dinner, moon beam does give us that kind of candlelight dinner feeling, right? Exactly, time to harvest abundance. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Pyong, pyong, pyong. Back to you, Po Huan. Yeah, so this is what it's happening, right? And with this awareness, it's time to celebrate that we understand a deeper meaning of admiring the moon. At the same time, spending time with your family, spending time with your loved ones, enjoying the meal that's right in front of you. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a sort of like a family party with my loved ones as well, and my god nephew and nieces. Actually, I only have one niece. God nephews and niece. Right? I think my god sister should give birth to another nieces lah, so I can use the word nieces. Okay. Anyway, So yeah, so this is, we're gonna have fun, that's for sure. And seeing the children, seeing the kids growing older, and they're all, now the guys are taller than me. It's just such a wonderful feeling. And of course, I would also like to celebrate, while I'm waiting for you to let me know what you wish to celebrate in the month of September. And remember the song, yeah, today is all about song and also celebration. Earth, Wind and Fire, do you remember? I've forgotten the lyrics. Da-na-na-na, September. Yeah. So September is meant to celebrate. Okay. So go and find out the song from Earth, Wind, and Fire. The song title is called September. And just listen to it and groove with it. If you have nothing to celebrate, you can celebrate it with yourself. You can celebrate this happiness, this joy, and just groove with the music and make yourself feel alive, right? After all, it's September. And soon, a winter solstice is coming. And after winter solstice, that will be the Christmas. And after Christmas, it's going to be New Year. After New Year, it's going to be Chinese New Year for those of us who are celebrating. Time just like that. And it's so fast, right? So take your time and take your opportunity to celebrate, right? So something else that I wish to celebrate is, yesterday, it's really the first time after so long I have a mic on my hand, a physical mic inside, holding it, and hosted a physical event. I know a lot of MCs have started to host dinner receptions, functions, but I have kind of lost touch with all those dinner receptions and functions for a very long time. And I've been really focusing on running Body, Mind, Soul, as well as the Golden Space event. And it was really awesome. I have to use so many times of really. Hi, Kelvin. Nice to see you. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, yeah. Just to remind everyone, do remember to register this one, which I have published it on Facebook. Yeah, the link over here as well as YouTube. And it's our free development workshop. Do come and join us. It's happening next Saturday. So, yeah, so it's really an awesome feeling to be able to kind of like put up makeup and dress up a little, not too much, but just a little, holding a mic, having a actual audience right in front of you, about, an actual audience right in front of you, and hosting. Wow, I tell you, that feeling is like running adrenaline inside my body. And for the first time, I realized how much I missed hosting an event. So, ladies and gentlemen, do come over to Paradigm Mall on the 28th September to the 5th October, because you will be seeing me physically doing it in action as well. So there's one of the celebration. Another one is what I've shared with everyone. I celebrated my journey, embarking on this self-discovery journey, and how much I have grown, the changes that I have changed. And in the past, I can't really acknowledge the change, because I feel that all these changes are just a little minor. It was just too minor, just too little, doesn't even worth to celebrate. But in this month, particularly last month and this month, I realized truly and deeply from my heart, for the first time, the word and the phrase or the quote that everyone said: no matter how big or small your step is, as long as it's a step forward, it is worth to celebrate. In the past, if it's a baby elephant step, I wouldn't even want to acknowledge and celebrate about it. And that is how harsh I was with myself. And this is the time in September, particularly this year, September 2022, this phrase and this quote really sit deeply inside my heart, that no matter how big or small your steps are, it is worth celebrate, because that is something that you put your heart and soul into it. That is something that you work hard for it, that you put an effort to be a better person, to be a better version, to be better at what you're doing, to be, it's either something that you want to improve your temper, you want to improve your emotions, you want to have more emotional intelligence, or you want to improve your skill. You put your effort towards it. And that is something that you worth to celebrate it with yourself. You do not need another person to acknowledge your own result. You can acknowledge it yourself and feel full with it and feel happy and feel overjoyed with it. And this is such a reminder. This is such a reminder for myself when I see the new participants of the Awaken the Divine You program. And as they were sharing, it's so good sometimes, to be in touch with something so basic. When we are on doing something, no matter what you are doing, there are times you kind of lost yourself in a way along the journey because you are always aftering something else and you've forgotten the basic. The basic, the foundation, it has always been there. That foundation of trust, that foundation of loving self, that foundation of your own wisdom, it is sitting within you. But oftentimes we want to be a different version of ourselves. We've forgotten our own foundation. And it's such a beautiful way that in the past week, I was being reminded, what is my own foundation? Where is my footing? So exactly, Pohuan, is acknowledge and celebrate. And Jennifer, yes, celebrate through singing. Yes, yesterday I sang. Very impromptu. Which I always do that in the live talk, on and off. Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I will not. So allow ourselves to express is one of the ways to celebrate, and let me know what else you wish to celebrate. And like I mentioned, right, next week it's our free workshop that we run it online. So we welcome everyone to join, that's for sure. And then a week later, it will be our 13th anniversary for our holding company, the Golden Space Malaysia. And we will be having a party at physically this round. We decided, you know what, we had enough with online celebration for the past 2 years. It's time to really celebrate physically at the center. So let us know if you want to know more details. We share more with you. And then right after it will be Glowing Wellness. It's a collaboration together with Paradigm Mall, and we welcome any holistic vendors if you would like to put up a booth together with us and to impact other lives positively, and to let everyone know there's always a solution and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And I know in times like this, we have gone through whatever that we've gone through, but at the same time, it just sometimes when you look at our own journey, sometimes it just seems like as though nothing is moving at all. Perhaps, I'm just suggesting, perhaps you walk too fast, you walk too far that you did not notice the 风景. I suddenly cannot think of the word in English, along your journey. Would you sing for the TGSM Golden Space Malaysia celebration? I don't know. It's always good to learn your lessons. Never say never. And just go with the flow of that day, I did say that I will never go online and on Facebook or on live, without my makeup. It doesn't look good and I look so pale. Then I realized, hey, you can do something to counter that look of paleness, I wear something colorful and I just need to put a little bit of lipsticks and I'm okay, right? I can't wear contact lens lah, so I have to wear my spec. Sing. Ayo, I sing Oh, I know what to sing already. Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a long way to run, so, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, tea, a drinking jam and bread, that will bring us back to do, oh. That's the song I've been listening the entire album. I've been listening for the past 2 days. I don't know why. So that song just came into me, and which is why yesterday during our event towards the end, instead of our instead of our normal goodbye and bid farewell, I sang, the famous song from the goodbye song and the farewell song from The Sound of Music. And what I notice is when you just truly be who you are and be in that moment, and just put down all the expectation and all the criticism that you might have for yourself. And I'm talking about my personal experience. And you just care less. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you are not concerned or not mindful, but you are just care less of how people might perceive you. You just have fun. And that fun vibe will influence and contagious to everyone. And I noticed when I finished singing that everyone was laughing, and that's my job done, is to spike up everyone and sparkle everyone, so everyone go home with a smile in their face. And that's what that really made me realize how much I missed hosting. So I'm also calling out to Annie, one who wants to engage a MC. If you like my style, do let me know. I have my MC profile for you. Yeah, there is a fee, definitely, yes, because I really do my job I believe, and this is something that worth celebrating as well, that I'm so openly acknowledging and affirming myself. And I encourage everyone, to write down your own acknowledgement and your own admiration towards yourself. And last week I shared about what is true love, and I realized a lot along the journey. And I hope, for anyone out there who are struggling to identify yourself, who are struggling to know your own identity, you know what, you're not alone. I struggled almost the entire year, I kid you not, of knowing who I am, all the way of doing, it just doesn't seem working anymore. And I'm so confused and and just so fed up with so many things. And I can't believe I literally wanted to give up this TGIF live talk, this Friday live talk. I literally just wanted to stop it. And what keeps me going is that heart of mine that is just not willing to let me give up just that. It keeps telling me there is something more for me to break through, and I just bite my teeth and tongue and just walk through it. And it reminds me so much that yesterday is the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. It do sadden me to see such a strong figure. Of course, it's time for her to go, and we all wish her rest in peace. But she definitely stay as an inspiration of what a person can do, no matter what kind of role and responsibility that person is holding, and be responsible and still carry on their duties. Imagine Queen Elizabeth, 90 plus, the day before she passed, she is still doing her duty as the Queen of England, as the Queen of UK. She was meeting someone, if I'm not mistaken, and was just giving some suggestion. And this is something worth celebrating, to be able to witness and experience this kind of inspiration, right? So yeah, so that's good. If I'm holding a wedding, sure, we'll think of you, just that I've yet to have. Oops, is this an open request? Okay, so I'm not gonna mention name. I think this should be a more private thing, right? So yeah, for the person, you can just send this and screenshot this for that person lah. So let's have fun, right? And tonight it's really a TGIF to remind everyone, have fun, celebrate whatever that you wish to celebrate, and you definitely deserve to celebrate, no matter how big, how small, how insignificant you think the change or the transformation, the improvement it is for you. Or as simple as celebrate that you are still breathing. For those who are having a tough time in life, for those who are thinking of leaving the world behind, do reach out to us if you need to. And if you feel you just needed someone to listen, just let us know, and we'll definitely direct you to the right person. I understand for those who are having some emotional challenge, it's so easy to say than done to ask you to celebrate your life. I do understand that. But you know what? You always have someone out there waiting to listen to you. You are not alone. And definitely that is something worth celebrating, right? Remember, autumn is a time to harvest, and tomorrow is full moon. Allow yourself to soak underneath the moonlight and the moonbeam, and just feel the moon's energy, that love, that tenderness, that unconditional, that beauty, and that grace shower all over our body, our mind, and our soul. I'm sure we're going to have a good rest and a great celebration of the Mid-Autumn Festival. And this year, we're finally celebrating a festive without the mask on. Things are more stable, and that's another thing that is worth celebrating too. With that, I would say thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and especially to Po Huan and Jennifer, letting me know that I'm not alone. And yes, we decided not to fix a time for this TGIF Friday, and we would just go live as soon as possible. This is also to avoid, some people say it's too late, some people say it's too early. Yeah, we just feel like, you know what, let's not just set a time and just go with the flow. All right. So with that, a good reminder for all of you, I'll see you next week, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. over Zoom. You can invite all your friends to come over here and to have fun with our in-house practitioner from the Golden Space Malaysia, Chong Bing Wan. Mr. Chong is going to share with us, how can we harness the consciousness of wisdom, and how can we utilize that, apply our innate wisdom, there's something inside us, and accelerate our progress. And let me just pull this out. Everyone deserves to celebrate every moment in our life. Yes, everyone truly, truly deserves. And one of the easiest way is to just connect back with a moment that your heart is being touched with love. Your heart is being touched with that unconditional love. If you did not receive it from your parents, perhaps you receive it from your pets. Perhaps you receive it from a look or an eye of a child. Perhaps you felt it when a baby cuddled in your arms. It is just as simple as that. Celebrate because we are live. Yes. So September, a month of celebration. So there are lots of activities going on with all of us in Body Mind Soul, as well as the Golden Space. I can't wait to share with you more of the details of everything. And let's see next week, what can I share with everyone? Okay. With that, I'll say goodbye to all of you. Have a good, beautiful beauty sleep, because it has been raining the entire Friday night in Klang Valley, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So definitely it's going to be a great night rest for all of us. Okay, so goodbye and have a good one.